Hey, Naomi. Are you still with that jerk you've been cheating on me with? I want to talk to you about the divorce. Every time I try to bring it up, you manage to run off or find an excuse. Nothing ever gets done.
Ugh, really? You want to go down that road again? We've been over this. I already sent you some divorce papers. It's easy enough, Trey. All you have to do is just sign your name on the dotted line and hand them back to our lawyers. That's it. It'll be done. If you want to get nitpicky about it, you're the one that keeps dragging things out, not me. Why are you such a poor sport? I've even told you that I don't want to be left with Kira. You can have full custody. I don't care. What more do you want?
We need to talk about child support.
Oh, really? What about it?
You want to know why I keep wanting to sign these papers? Well, I'll tell you why. I'm talking to my lawyer about suing you. You can't run away from your responsibilities. I'd also like to sort it out into a lump sum instead of dragging it out. I'm thinking about $50,000 up front should cover it.
$50,000?
My lawyer and I think that's more than fair. Generous, even, given how long you were having an affair and everything you put me through with that boyfriend of yours. I won't accept any less.
You must be joking. I can't believe you expect me to pay you that much. Usually the husband pays the wife in a divorce. That's too much, you stingy jerk.
We were married and you ran around behind my back. And now I've got to pick up the pieces of my life and our daughters too. It's common sense you should pay me.
That doesn't seem like common sense to me at all.
So you're saying you just don't have any sense at all then? That's the kind of woman you are.
How dare you?
Once you agree to my terms and the child support plan I'm asking for, I'll sign some divorce papers. But not before. And if you think you can weasel out of this somehow or try to forge my name on the agreement you sent me, think again. I've already told my lawyer I won't settle and that I won't sign them. Trust me, it wouldn't be a good idea. Even if you try something, you'll get caught, and forgery is a serious crime. You don't want to get in that kind of trouble.
Of course, don't even suggest it. I would never do something like that. But I do want to marry Lee as soon as possible. I wish you wouldn't make this so difficult.
If that's what you want, then agree to the payment and you can move on with your life.
I don't have that kind of cash lying around. You know that.
Well, until you can come up with it, I'm not going to sign anything. No money, no divorce.
What do you think you're doing? Is this fun for you? Are you toying with me?
This has nothing to do with what's fun for me. You're the one that refuses to sit down and talk things over. You keep trying to run away from your responsibilities. I don't trust you to make payments each month. I don't want to have to chase you down each month just to get what you owe us. I don't trust you as far as I can throw you. You've shown me what kind of person you really are. I don't want to have to keep dealing with you two ever again. Just agree to the settlement and give me the divorce already. I want it as badly as you do. Maybe more so.
What? You don't have to talk to me like that, you know.
If you don't want to hear it, then come to a meeting with our lawyers. They can do the talking for me and the listening for you.
I don't have to do any such thing. You've been given papers. Just sign them.
You are so irritating. You make everything harder than it has to be.
Hey, Trey. Are you all right?
Hey, sis.
I have a little bit of a bone to pick with you about the message you sent me yesterday. I get that you are frustrated and going through a lot right now, but you don't have to be like that.
I know, I get it. But look, Naomi's parents finally figured out where she's been holding out with that boyfriend of hers. They want to go pick her up. She finally can't run away and has to sit down and handle this. That's why everyone feels so cut off right now. I need to get things taken care of while I can.
I see. There's something you need to hear. Kira is with me. She's wanting to know if you're the one I'm talking to. She keeps trying to look at my screen.
She can look. Kira, it's me. Daddy's here, sweetheart.
Give me a call when you're done, okay? She needs to hear it from you.
I will, I promise. Also, thanks for taking care of her. I'm sorry I keep having to ask you for help.
It's fine. She's the best niece anyone could ask for. I'll always be happy to look after her.
Thank you so much. You have no idea how much you're helping me.
You're still planning to take her to the amusement park tomorrow, right?
Oh, yeah, I am. I feel like she really needs me to step up as a parent when we are going through such a tough time as a family.
That's true. It'll be good for her. And I think it will be good for you, too. You need something to cheer you up as well. Naomi! You need to head straight for Hope Hospital Midtown.
Hey, sis. Or Janelle. What do I call you?
Should I call you my sister-in-law? Anyway, it's been a while since we last spoke.
What's this about a hospital?
Has no one told you yet? I thought they would have contacted you by now. Trey and Kira were in a car wreck.
A wreck?
They were on the highway and they got caught in a huge pileup. It's awful. It's all over the news. There must have been 30 cars. They were both taken to Hope Hospital. They're at the one in Midtown. You need to get over there as soon as you can. I'm on my way over there right now. I've got my parents with me and my husband is driving us.
Janelle, you know that Trey and I are in the middle of a divorce right now, right?
Huh? I mean, yeah, I know that. Of course I do. But you're still legally married right now. And also, Kira was in the car when it happened. She's your daughter.
I'm giving up custody of Kira in the divorce. I've already agreed to that. Do I really need to be there? I don't really feel like going and dealing with the hospital. Plus, visits can be so depressing in those places. Do me a favor and don't bother me about this again.
Are you for real? I get that you and my brother are in the middle of a divorce. I get that. I know that can make things awkward. But I can't believe you don't want to see them at all.
Look, if I had my way, the divorce would already be over and done with. Then you wouldn't be bothering me now, would you? Your brother is the one dragging this out. He keeps trying to avoid the divorce by using money as an excuse. The only thing I care about is if his hands still work well enough to sign the papers. And if they don't, one of you can get a lawyer and sign for him as a proxy. If he's unconscious, why don't you go ahead and do it for him?
Do you really think that's appropriate to say at a time like this? Have a little more class than that. It's the least you could do.
Do what you can to get the divorce pushed through already. And obviously, I'm not paying him a dime. That's that.
Naomi! What is the matter with you?
Oh, by the way, I won't really be available for the next 3 weeks, so don't try to contact me. I'm going on a little pre-wedding trip with my fiancé, Lee.
A pre-wedding trip? Fiancé? Aren't you staying with your parents right now? I thought they were keeping an eye on you until you met with the lawyers.
I had a chance to slip away, so I took it. They didn't even notice I was gone until it was too late.
You're unbelievable.
Well, this was supposed to be our honeymoon. Trey keeps holding out on me and throwing such a fit. We haven't been able to get married yet. We decided to just go ahead and enjoy the trip anyway. It's too bad. It would feel more special if it could really be our honeymoon instead. It's all Trey's fault. He ruins everything.
I see. I guess Trey hasn't been so reasonable after all. This does need to end.
Huh?
Look, I see how it is now. You don't feel any need to come here and check in on your family. From now on, no matter what happens, I won't bother you again. You don't have to worry. You won't hear from me.
Thank you very much. I'm glad someone in this family could finally see some reason. On that note, I'm out. Bye. Hey, Janelle. Sis. I got back from my vacation. There's something I wanted to check in with you about. I don't have any news on the divorce or how things are going. I'm starting to lose my patience here. I thought there would be some progress while I was gone. I dropped into the house to take a look around and I found the divorce papers sitting on a shelf in the living room. I think maybe the accident happened before Trey was able to sign them, I'm not sure. But when I take a look around the house, it looks like no one has been there in a while. I'm guessing that Trey and Kira are still in the hospital. Am I right? I really want to get those papers signed ASAP. I guess I don't really have any other choice, so I'm bringing them to the hospital. Can you tell me their room numbers and what hospital they are in?
Ah, I see you came back. Welcome home, I guess. So you know they've both been transferred to another hospital? How'd you hear about that?
Before I reached out to you, I tried going to the hospital myself. It's fairly close to the house, so it wasn't out of my way. But when I asked after them, the staff told me that they didn't have any patients with those names checked in right now. I've tried sending Trey a few texts, but he hasn't responded at all.
Well, both of Trey's hands were broken in the accident. They're in casts, so it isn't like he could use his phone if he wanted to.
Oh, wow. Really? Well, what hospital is he in right now?
There's no way I'm telling you that.
What? Why not? Don't be a jerk, Janelle. I really need him to sign these papers. It's important.
Hey, Naomi. Can I ask you something? When you were cheating on my brother, it wasn't just with Lee, was it? You had another boyfriend too, didn't you?
What are you talking about?
Are you still talking to that guy?
Oh, him. I didn't think anyone knew about that. When I decided I was going to marry Lee, I broke up with him. Why do you ask?
Can I ask how you broke up with him? What excuse did you give him?
Let me think. You call him my boyfriend, but I really only saw him for a short period of time. Maybe 5 months? It wasn't long at all. I didn't want to tell him I was breaking things off because I was marrying somebody else. It felt weird. I told him that my husband and I had patched things up between us, so that we needed to quit seeing each other.
I see.
Why? Did he do something? What happened?
You should know there was a funeral for him about 2 weeks ago.
What? What do you mean, funeral?
Did you know that he was pretty sick? He had been battling an illness for a while.
I had no idea about any of that.
Not too long after you broke up with him, his illness took a turn for the worse. He ended up in the hospital himself. His wife and children were looking after him and visiting him regularly while he was in the hospital fighting for his life. Or so it would seem.
Oh, wow. I didn't know about that either. I haven't talked to him since we broke things off.
Did you know they had a prenup? He's going to lose every cent he has. Apparently, his wife has been working with a private investigator to learn more about the affair when he went into the hospital.
Are you serious?
You should know that she's got plenty of evidence of the affair. I think she may try to come after you for damages, too.
No! Are you lying?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, she asked for a fidelity clause in the prenup before getting married. She's out for blood. Your blood.
No, I don't want her to do that. That would ruin everything. Lee would be so mad.
I should probably mention that she is from an Italian family. I'm not going to make any accusations about what type of work her family is in, but they seem to have strong family bonds. Mess with my daughter and I break your legs type family bonds. I'd recommend you get the money ready to pay them both.
What? I don't have that kind of money. I can't pay either of them.
Maybe you need to find a way to take out a loan and pay them? Sell something? I don't know. But I think you'd better find a solution.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Trey, you've got to quit asking me for child support. Stop trying to make it happen. Instead of money, I can come look after you guys. Why don't I come back home? I'll make it worth your while. More than worth it. What hospital are you in? I asked your sister, but she wouldn't tell me anything. She was just mean to me for no reason. Also, my parents aren't helping the situation at all either. They kicked me out and told me they never want me to step foot in their house again. It's gotten me to thinking about everything that has happened between us these past few months. I think I wasn't my best self. You're the only one I can count on, Trey. So I want to come home. I want to come back and take care of you and Kira. Oh, and I broke things off with you-know-who. No worries there. You never have to worry about him again. Everything is going to be okay from now on. Everything is taken care of and we can go back to normal now. Plus, I'm sure Kira is missing me. A child needs their mother after all. Tell me where you are. What hospital is it? Hey, come on, Trey. Hurry up and let me know where you are already.
Naomi broke things off with her fiancé to try to stop the divorce with Trey. Mostly, she was trying to get out of trouble and out of paying anyone anything. But Trey wasn't fooled, and still pressed forward with the divorce and the request that she pay alimony. At the exact same time, her other lover's wife was pressing her for money as well. She was threatening to sue for what she could, and was sending letters from personal claims lawyers as well. Naomi finally realized what a mess she had gotten herself into. She sold what she could to pay off her debts, and what she couldn't pay on her own, she borrowed to pay. Somehow, she was able to pay everything up front as per the divorce agreement. The loan she took out to pay off the jilted wife was a different story. She went to a predatory payday lender to get the cash, and she's caught in a vicious cycle of interest. Every day, she works from sunrise to sunset to try to keep up with the payments. Even after the divorce was finalized, Trey was still in the hospital for some time. His injuries had been severe, but he is expected to make a full recovery in time. Kira was far less injured in the accident and able to leave the hospital much more quickly than my brother. She's been staying with me while he is in recovery. She seems to be doing very well. I take her to school every day, and she seems happy considering everything she's been through. She's so cute. We visit her father often. She said that she wants to go to the zoo with her father when he gets out of the hospital. She drew a lovely picture of a giraffe to take to him. I hope my brother and her have a happy future together. They deserve it after what they've been through. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button for more great content.